All right. Not completely out of the woods yet, it would seem. Get our shotgun. I'll take it.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
Well, that's not ominous. I mean, this looks like a combat arena. What do we got? I don't like the way that tree's wiggling. Okay. Yeah, I figured. I'm on to you. We need to juice this guy. Here we go. Ooh. Got him. There's definitely like, there's a lot of games, and especially I think horror games that do this, where you start to kind of get used to their tricks, right? Like, I think like the Soulsborne games, right? Like if you've played or if you've watched a lot of the Soulsborns, you kind of get a knack for knowing like, okay, this corner feels like it's going to be an ambush. I feel a little bit like I'm starting to get that down for Alan Wake. You know, like I just assumed this was going to be a deadly wheelbarrow. Did not. That is a lie. You know what? Forget you, other half of the gate. I'm leaving. You can just shake there into perpetuity. Have fun, dummy. Oop. Where? Oh, there it is. It looked like one of the lighter flagstones. Oh no, which one was it? Mott fails Hartman.
Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for, to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
I don't think that was the one that we had missed. Hang on, I lied. Barry attacked by Taken?
For a moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
No! Barry's been excellent. Emil made Tom do it. Interesting. I would really like to find Miss Weaver and have a few words with her, because she may be the only person in Bright Falls that actually knows what the hell's going on. Look at this. This seems not safe, gang. You got elderly dementia patients, and you're just gonna like leave this stuff exposed? Oh, hi guys. All right, we're out of shotgun shells for the time being. There's a bit of yellow paint though. Ah, I see it. Okay. I appreciate the care package, but like you really should fence this off. Flare gun is absolutely welcome. I really like that this game does such a good job of being dark and using that interplay between light and darkness, but the game's not super dark. Like sometimes a game to like make you feel like it's dark becomes so dark it's almost not playable, and certainly becomes hard to watch. But this game has still been quite bright most through. The shotgun shells I appreciate, but I really would have preferred more than 6, if I'm honest. You got your thermos, Schneider. We did it.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he had had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
God. Hartman's a creep. Hello, person at the end of this hallway. Is that Barry behind the fence? Hope so. If not, I'm gonna give him a little bit of the old flashlight. Do my zigzag search pattern here. Serpentine. What's up, Barry? Sorry about in a little bit when you get attacked.
Ow! You're alive!
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry!
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock,
Am I
so...
gonna have to hold people off while you get it fixed? Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'll find it! Don't worry about it!
Uh-oh. Rumble time. Barry, you've got to find that key, bro.
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it! I'm on it!
What hit me? Oh, Jesus. There's one up here with me. Flare down is probably worth it. Oh, I didn't reload. Alright, reload.
Hey,
It's hard keeping an eye on where they all are. It's funny because I'm in a defensible spot, but like don't feel like it for some reason. Oh boy. Was not expecting the wombo combo. Hey, Card Shark, how are ya? Hope you're having a good night.
Hurry up,
All right.
Barry!
Maybe I don't want to be like, maybe we should stay kind of mobile. Is there any logic in that? It gives me time to reload between fights. Gives me time to get absolutely smacked from behind. Never mind. I absolutely don't need to go this far off field. Ooh, I'm gonna die. I did better when we were holding position up here at the top. So I'm gonna stick with that. A lot of dudes. I like the ominous
Hurry up, Barry!
bird perched atop the gate there. Like, why doesn't the flare bother him? Do they have to be like in like the dead center of the flare's light? Two flares left. Plenty of batteries.
Oh, hey, found a quarter!
Oh my God, Barry. I'm glad you found a quarter. I need you to find the key. What was that shit? All right, well then use it, Barry. Oh my God. We're gonna die because Barry can't actually fit the key into the lock.
Al, I found the key!
Oh no. Really? Oh boy. You just relaxing? Good. I'm glad to hear it, buddy. He's still got the
Tell me we're
cutout.
headed for the nearest. You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon sign.
I love Barry.
Going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
Look at the house.
crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the
But
craziest.
maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. You just need to find it. Look out!
Didn't go great. Oh boy.
Al! God damn it, Al, talk to me!
Alan's gonna stop getting in car accidents.
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Did we lose the flashlight too? Come on. I just gave you credit for stealing my inventory, but I didn't mean the flashlight.
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that!
The
You
cutout.
okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Ah! Al, there's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Oh, yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al. I'm great. Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh? You're gonna have to find your way around to the farm, Al. I'll be waiting.
Barry is
just wait
awesome.
for me, okay?
Al, I'm not staying here. It's suicide. I'm going to the farm. I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up. Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
Barry's like getting into it. I'm about it. Oh boy. I'm gonna tell you what, even more so than bridges, I wonder if Alan is starting to get afraid of, or more than darkness, I wonder if Alan's starting to get afraid of bridges. Because I feel like every time we cross any kind of bridge-like structure, it is just like asking, oh god, I don't have a flashlight, guys. Come on with this. Generator, generator. Oh, it's not a generator, it's just one of the spotlights. Damn it. Oh shit. Ooh. So creeptacular.
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
Alright. I don't feel like leaving is gonna be as easy. Okay. Thankfully they didn't like shut me in with a ton of stuff still trying to hit me. Fooled you. Oh god, really? I was like, man, I can go hide behind that cart. Nope, could not hide behind said cart. Just chill here by this tree, catch my breath. It almost like hook shot around the tree. That was actually pretty impressive. Oh, come on. Oh boy. A flashlight, my kingdom for a flashlight. All right, really? That barrel, I mean, it looks like a heavy wooden barrel. Never mind, I take it back. Oh boy, I said I take it back. You're a big, strong barrel.
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
All right, so we can put this light over the top of it. But now I need to turn that light on. So we're up and over.
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
Don't mess with the barrel. Yo, the barrel is a pretty feared enemy
I hope
in
there'd still be a
Bright
working
Falls.
generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate.
There we go. Easy peasy. Looks like there's some stuff down here a little ways further though. I want to investigate our standard thermos / manuscript exploration protocols. Negative. It's a negative on the thermos. Well, I'm not pumped at the
I could sense the movement in
knowledge
the woods ahead.
that we're
Facing
gonna
the
wind
enemy
up
without a weapon was dangerous,
arrested
but
by
I had
Nightingale.
no choice.
All right, so we have a flashlight. We have no batteries. Trust no one in the dark. We've seen that message a couple times now, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna take it to heart. What we got back here? Absolutely nothing. All right. So no real means to stop and take fights here. It's just get out. I have no batteries to recharge the flashlight. The flashlight's like, if we get bum rush, I can use it to stun somebody. Sprinting, sprinting, sprinting. Ooh. Oh no. Oh boy. Never mind. You know what? I don't even like generators. Fudge. The generator was a trap.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
All right, don't waste your sprint here. Saw him. All right, ambush. I love the weird like non sequitur nonsense they yell at you. I'm gonna try it again. Nope, still trapped. You know what? Really should have listened to myself. Oh boy. Sometimes you just gotta trust yourself. And part of that is not stopping at that generator this time.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Listen, you guys might not believe this, and if you choose to, that's fine. I just want to make sure that Alan knows about the health benefits of omega fatty acids. So I figured we'd do this again. Alan doesn't always take the best care of himself, and I'm just trying to make sure that he's all right. I'm not even going to take the low road. How about that? Just going to go right over the top. That damage is less than an axe to the back of the head. See? I see a light. Oh, I see a guy too. Oh, I see several guys. No, stop. The light. I can feel it. Oh. I love these, like, the safe haven moments. It's interesting because the light, the way they do the light actually occludes your vision more than the darkness does. So you see less in the light than you do in the dark, which is awesome.
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
No thank you, birds. Ooh, high powered. Yeah, we'll take the heavy duty flashlight. Thank you. Appreciate it. And then a thermos and some batteries. No guns? Y'all ain't got no guns? What was this? Just a camping trip? Not even a hunting trip? Come on. Come on, fam. We needed the guns.
The
Car's coming towards us.
To the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
But it had better not be damage to our cutout. Barry promised it was okay. Ooh.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path. The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free.
So cool. So we've had a couple instances of that light, like, directly directly kind of like not interfering, I guess, just like inserting itself into the story. Because remember, in the very beginning, it was that light and that voice that got us the gun and the flashlight in the first place during like the tutorial segment. But we've also seen it during dream sequences, like Alan's saying. Looks like we're about to get attacked.
The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before.
All right, hunting or oh, just the shotgun. Okay. Like, look, I'm not mad that it's a
Someone
shotgun.
had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
Oh yeah, and a bunch of shells. Love ya. Love ya. The Taken are filled with darkness. Gonna be honest, not really a necessary message at this point. That one we're pretty well tuned on. Is there more inside this building? That was a pretty sad jump, Alan. I'm gonna be real blunt with you. Oh yeah, there is. Worth it. Thermos in hand. Who sets up a bear trap up here? That's crazy. Oh, am I trapped? No, we can climb out. It's so funny because these bear traps with the glint on them to make sure you don't step in them, you're so conditioned while playing this to like rush towards that kind of stuff, because it'll be a manuscript or an item or something that's useful, that when these things show up, it's like almost impossible to resist the urge. Ow. Where's his buddy? Where are you? Oh, hi. Probably shouldn't, again. It took me like 2 seconds of saying I'm not going to take fights I don't need to, and then I started taking fights I didn't need to. If we can book it, let's book it. Ow. Okay. He's throwing those axes fast. Whoop. Okay. All right. Perhaps we need to take it. I wish I could like headbutt, like get him off me. You know what I mean? Oh, I didn't reload. That was so bad. There we go. Get to this light, please. Make coffee thermoses. Miss Zombies with the resub. Thank you so much. Thanks for dropping by. I hope you're having a good night. Gonna be really careful to not die here. Got it. Got him. We are very low on shotgun shells. Come on. Done. Oh boy. Miss Zombies, thank you so much for the 3-month sub. At 3 months, I believe you now have a new log logo in the chat. You got that 3-month log badge.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Look at this place. This is quaint. Hello?
Hello? Anybody here? Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Please!
Oh, God.
What are you? No! Don't! I'm sorry!
The front door was locked.
It didn't sound great, if we're all like real honest about it. Thermos. I think Barry may be dead. I don't disagree. I have concerns about the safety of whoever is upstairs. I hope it's not Barry. I don't know who Barry would be calling Danny. No, they want me to go this way. All right. Seems fine. Yeah, he's okay. Oh boy.
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see.
This is the dude from the drunk tank that called in a Pat show.
They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's suddenly the bad guy. Who wrote this crap anyway?
So he mentioned he was here to get the moonshine, and it makes you see. Is he dead? Oh, bro. Sorry, dude. That sucks. I thought he was gonna be okay. Didn't make it, apparently. Sure seems dead. Well, look, he was just delivering a pretty good monologue. He's criticizing B-rate movie writing. To me, that's like someone who's on their way to making a pretty decent recovery is all. Whoever was up here with him ran. The Anderson brothers told us about medicine at the farm that makes you see.
Force in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who'll help me. I'll make it happen.
So all of these events, he's saying, I'm going to write myself into the story. There's going to be near escapes. There's going to be cliffhangers. It has to stay true. So that's got to be like, it's got to predate what's happening to us now. And now we're living what Alan wrote as an attempt to save Alice, which is intense. He had a big damn blood splatter under him though. I mean, yeah. Yeah, but I mean, it's a fairly light wound. I thought maybe that it was just like a flesh wound and it looked worse than it was. Hello? This is real life, Chris. People don't just survive large blood pool flesh wounds. I don't know what's sticking into the frame. I think it's a coat hanger, but it's freaking me out.
Let me
Also,
guess.
be careful.
Danny, huh?
All right, well, Danny, listen, I'm sorry. That was much worse than some simple fisticuffs. But you brought it on yourself. Still can't go outside, huh? Want me to go this way? Oh, I got a car now. You don't want me to go this way. You just want me to think I can go this way?
Home was
Okay.
still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
That felt much more ominous than it was. They seem like hunting folk. But I gotta tell you, if you're hanging a deer out here to cure, like, maybe leave me some ammo, better weapon, frag grenades, a small scale assault transport tank. Any of those would be fine, really. We're gonna get in the car and follow along, but I do want to loop around to the porch and get that manuscript page that's been taunting me since we got here.
For a moment, Hartman considered strangling the idiot. Mott was mean-spirited, but easily manipulated, an emotional infant who lived for his approval. Wake, by contrast, was a far more difficult subject. Mott had given him too much leash. In 2 days, who knew what could happen? Hartman would have to find a way to rein him in, and quickly.
An RPG? Exactly. Like, come on. I know you guys have outlandish weapons out here that you need, quote unquote, for hunting. Couldn't have been like a prepper's cabin. We walk out of here armed to the teeth, ready to do some business. Maybe he keeps it in the outhouse. Nope. Does not. All right, let's get the car. See what we can find.
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
I think, look, you're maybe selling Barry a little short. I'm sure Barry's got the moves. He's got that vest. Like, at least we don't have to worry about him succumbing to the elements. He's got a nice cushy vest, and he's got just enough length in those high water pants. What cottage is this? Can we go in here? These open world segments are so confusing to me because, like, they give you a pretty healthy amount of freedom in what is otherwise a pretty linear game. It's a weird switch up. Ooh, some flashbangs, you say? This is the prepper's cabin. I found it. Alan struggles a little bit with stairs. The game doesn't quite know what to do with them. All right, let's get in the truck and go. Part of me wants to go and explore up this hill, but like, I don't want to go too far afield of the narrative. So let's go to the Anderson farm. Sounds like we need some of their magical moonshine so that we can open our third eye or something to that effect, which sounds very like creative mindset. So maybe Hartman can close his lodge and we'll just like get everyone rocked on the Anderson's moon juice. Yeah, exactly. When you are a creative person who's having creative troubles, you get riggedy wrecked. I thought that was how it worked. Who's still tending the farm? The farm's pretty well kept. Like, all the hay is up and rolled. Gotcha, buddy. It's always worse in like a vehicle hit and run segment in a game when you don't actually get a decent chunk of speed and you just like flip somebody. I always feel kind of bad. Responsible zombies. That's who's keeping the farm. They're like, guys, if we don't get this hay up, do you have any idea the damage it's going to do to the overall efficiency of the farm? Look, Alan won't be here for another 2 chapters. We all know what's happening in the manuscript. So everyone just roll up your sleeves and pitch in and it'll be fine. Oh, what is this sneaky shit? You're waiting for me to be afraid of heavy machinery? Alright, so... Oh god, there's another one! Oh god, alright, I'm gonna get juiced, and there's nothing we can really do about it. Oh, what is happening? This thing sucks. I hate it. I hate it. Oh, I hate it. It's the worst. Oh, just go. Just go. Okay. Up and over here. What game am I watching? A Haunted Machine. So halfway through Alan Wake, furniture and machinery and tires and extremely OP wooden barrels started absolutely blitzing the crap out of me. Alan's gotten pretty used to it though, all things considered. I'm still a little bit reserved about it. The darkness. They can't handle the darkness. How does no one notice Cynthia Weaver going to all these places with like bundles of ammo and flashbangs? Oh Jesus, why you guys weren't here a minute ago? That's garbage. This was supposed to be a safe spot. The lantern. Oh Jesus Christ. Whoa, stop it. I can't feel my blood. Good corner checking. You've come far from day one. I say that. It might, you know what? I'm not going to say you're entirely responsible, but you're definitely partially responsible. They've not hit me with a trick like that before, where these like side paths have been pretty safe sledding for the most part. That one definitely caught me off guard, as I'm sure is evident by the fact that I left my webcam's capture location for a moment. So here's the stage that we wrote about in the manuscript. This is rad. I am not even going to even partially pretend.
Used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
Oh no, is this thing gonna come alive?
Ow! Run! Incoming! There's too many of them!
No, Barry!
God damn.
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Bronson.
Shut up and shoot!
That's amazing.
Ow! We have to fight them off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out!
Heavy duty lantern. Excuse me, sir.
You notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is stocked! Ow! Hold on! I'll try to get the stage lights on!
I like how Barry is like, he's there to do just enough explaining away some of the ridiculous like video gaming mechanics the game has on hand. Cause like, it's ridiculous sometimes, some of the shit that they're like, yeah, no, it's fine, it's just here, why not?
Barry Wheeler to the rescue! Oh, damn it!
Is this Brutal Legend? It feels it right now. We're doing a stage battle?
I'll get them working again, I promise!
Oh god, oh, we died. Al, you good? Al? Fireworks, Al? Al? Come on, Al? Maybe?
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone.
I like the thought of
Shut up and shoot!
Barry on the ones and twos.
Ow! We have to fight them off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out!
Yes, you should do such a
Hey,
thing.
Al! Did you notice
That
there's
is a
lot
good
of ammo
idea.
and stuff around?
Okay, alright, hey, hey,
This is
hey.
stocked!
Hey, guys, I was...
I'll try to get the
Alright,
stage
look,
lights
maybe
on.
this one was a mistake to try and stock up so quickly. That's fine. I'll take that. That one's on me. Maybe I'll wait on the thermos.
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Bronson.
Shut up and shoot!
Here's the deal. Not gonna wait on the thermos.
Ow! We have to fight them off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out! Hey, Al!
With the axes from downtown, a little unnecessary, I feel like.
Hold on! I'll try to get the stage lights on!
I would love to do more fighting, like in such a way as the guys that are not engaged yet are still in the light, right? Like just position myself to try and, that was a pretty cool angle. Try and make sure that I'm getting like maximum light exposure on people.
Barry Wheeler to the rescue!
This dude with the charge attack messes me up bad. Okay, okay. Flare maybe? Yeah, I think that's probably appropriate. Oh god. I'm almost out of batteries, or out of bullets for the handgun. Barry, I would love just maybe a little bit more pyro. Oh shit, you son of a bitch. I mean, it's easy for you to say stay in the light, Barry, but like, there's shit going down, my dude.
Please, please!
I can't tell you guys how many Steve achievements I've unlocked in the past couple seconds, because I'm getting all kinds of like, what I am assuming are like lifetime combat achievements from like bullets fired, enemies killed. All right, I am out of flares, but we do still have some flashbangs.
Now, please don't let me die here. Although if I buy it, this is pretty much how I
Oh boy. Barry does not seem to mind that I just set off a flashbang basically on his face, which is, you know, if I'm honest, that's pretty nice of him. No! So close.
I'm so glad you decided
the
to go
whole
it alone,
thing, huh?
Mr. Johnson.
Shut up and shoot!
That's Rofsky.
Al! We have to fight them off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out!
You should. That sounds good.
Al,
Do that.
Did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is stocked! Al, hold on! I'm trying to get the stage lights on!
I gotta spend more time when he does get the lights on. I gotta just stand in the spotlight and not chase. Like, if it takes a little longer to do the fight, that's fine. I wonder if Barry also is an agent for any musical acts. Like, maybe he's actually more at home in this scenario. Alright, alright. Got him. No one's over here. Let's make a run for supplies. What else we got? Oh, is that a pump action over here? Oh, shotgun upgrade. I'll take it. Let the flashlight come up a little bit. Just let this go.
Why do you keep doing this to me? Do it for Barry, please, please, please!
Come on, Barry. Look at, like, this is so ridiculous. I so badly wish that there was footage of this, because if we showed the Anderson brothers, they would absolutely shit. Alright. Still got plenty of supplies. Please don't let me die. Man, listen to Barry still extremely optimistic. How can you be down with Barry going hard?
They are trying to kill us. That's the point of our life? Really?
Children of the Elder God! Enjoy it! God damn it!
Barry's a big fan, apparently. Oh shit, I like ran right into that one.
There!
Stage light, stage light. Okay. Thank you, Barry. Restock. I can't believe we're still going. Good gravy. Excuse you. Excuse you. Finally. That dude was the toughest taken we have fought all game. That was awesome. Sure. Why not?
That was awesome!
Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
Hey, Al! This way to the farm!
I 100% agree with your sentiment about the awesome, Barry. What we got back here? Is this manuscript page? You sneaky devils.
Deputy Mulligan tuned Thornton's chatter out. He didn't think writers were particularly useful people, and a huge manhunt for one struck him as idiotic. Certainly not worth the missed opportunity for coffee and pie. It wasn't even clear what the man had done, except run from them at the trailer park. Mulligan knew he wasn't alone. The sheriff's patience with the Fed was running out.
That was super fun. What a neat, like, crazy, unexpected sequence. All right, Barry. We gotta go find some magic moon juice.